Beauty babies, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, thank you guys for stopping by. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. The links to all my social media sites will be down in the description below, also on the screen. As you can tell by the title, I am going to be showing you guys how I make my wigs. I've been getting so many requests to show you guys how I make my wigs, and that's originally why I started my channel. So here you have it. As you can see, I've already pinned down my closure, and the key to having a perfect wig is to sew your closure down immaculately. Excuse me. But yeah, as you can see, I've already pinned that down, and what I'm gonna do here is I'm just gonna sew down one side, and then I'm gonna go to the other side. I'm not gonna take it all the way around, because if you do that, sometimes it will shift. So I'm just gonna sew down one side, and I'm gonna go to the other side, and then I'm gonna bring it around. Make sure you guys watch closely to get the concept on what I'm doing. If you do have any questions, make sure you leave it down in the comment section below, and I do answer all questions. So yeah, just leave your comments down. So in order to secure your knot, you want to make sure you wrap the thread around the needle 3 times and then pull it through, so that it can create a knot and that the string does not unravel. Okay, so now we're to the fun and easy part. All you're gonna do is lay your tracks on this wig head flat. I also use the flip over method. I do not cut my tracks when I'm doing my wigs, cause you know, a year from now, cause that's how long I've had some of my wigs, like a year. So like from a year from now, you might want to take it down and do it over or whatever, and you can still reuse the tracks if it's good hair. So I do not cut my tracks. I do use the flip over method. Like I said, I just sew left to right or right to left, whatever your preference is. Also, depending on the texture of the hair or the style you're doing, you're gonna use or need from 3 bundles to 4 bundles, just depending on how long and the texture of the hair. For this wig, I used, I want to say 3.5 bundles on this hair. So yeah, like I said, all you're gonna do is sew left to right or right to left, and nothing extravagant. Okay, so one important thing I want to let you guys know is make sure you're only going through the wig cap and not actually stitching the wig cap onto the wig head, if that makes any sense, if you get what I'm saying, because otherwise you won't be able to pull your wig cap off the wig head. So make sure you're only going through the wig cap and not going through the white part of the wig head. Also, before and after, you're going to secure the tracks. So before you start your track, before you start sewing it, make sure you wrap the thread around the needle 3 times, pull it through, and then start your track. And then after you're done with that track, you're going to wrap the needle around 3 times and pull it through again. If you don't want your track slipping, you better secure that knot, honey. Like, you better secure that knot. That's all I can tell you. Okay, so I didn't want to burn you guys by sewing in the whole back. I'm sure you guys know how to sew in. If not, leave a comment down in the comment section below and I will do a separate video on that. First off, let's get into this hair. It's super bouncy and super soft. I am not gonna sponsor this hair because, you know, I'm not getting paid to do that, but it's some good hair. But yeah, as you get to the top, it's a few things that you must know to have your wig laying flat, which I will show you once I get to that part. But you're gonna continue to sew left to right, right to left, whatever you prefer. And then once we get to the very top, I am gonna show you guys what you need to know in order for your wig to lay perfectly flat. Okay guys, so I lied a little bit, just a little bit. I do cut my tracks once I get to the top. You see this portion of hair? It's okay to cut your tracks right there because you don't want that lumpy look once you get to the top in the front of your wig. You don't want that lumpy look. You want it to lay very flat. So when I get to the top, I do cut my tracks, but in the back when I'm first starting it off, I do not cut my tracks. I use the flip over method. So it is okay to cut your tracks once you get to the top to get that very flat look. Okay, so I believe this is the last track that I'm sewing in. This is the important part that I was talking about. So when you're sewing in your last track, you want to sew that last track in directly underneath your closure, not on top of your closure, but directly underneath, so that when you pull your hair over the tracks or however you're gonna pull it, it's gonna cover a track and it won't be a space between it. So make sure you sew that track directly underneath, and I will zoom in so that you can see what I'm talking about, but make sure that's an important step, to sew that track right underneath your closure. And when you're done sewing your last track in, your track should look exactly like this. You see how I have the track sewed pretty much to the closure, it should look exactly like that. And if it looks like that, then you have it right, girl. Okay, so now that I've showed you guys how to hand stitch a basic wig, make sure you guys stay tuned into part 2 so that you can see how I customize this wig. It's so much that you have to do to a wig, so like I said, make sure you stay tuned to part 2. I didn't want this video to be super long, so there will be a part 2. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Leave any questions that you have down in the comment section below. I do answer all my questions. And again, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on social media. The links to all my social media sites will be down in the description below. And until next time, thank you guys for watching. Bye. They want me then, they want me now, did not want me to win, but now they proud, now they